All right, so we're making the chicken scaloppini. We're gonna actually make a chicken piccata. So again, a couple things. You know, the most important part of making this too is, yes, making sure it's executed correctly, but a lot of times what happens is the chicken is not cooked properly. So when I say not cooked properly, it's not seared properly. So what we want to look at is really getting the chicken, you'll season it, flour it, but make sure when you sear it in the pan, you get a nice golden brown color on the chicken itself as well. The other ingredients that we have our capers, we have some parsley, we have garlic, we have butter. Now, the piccata sauce also requires a little chicken stock, white wine, and of course lemon juice, but we make a base sauce. Everybody's familiar with the base sauce that we make. So, but these ingredients is important because what you do after the chicken is sauteed, we're gonna deglaze it just to refresh the sauce. We add a little more garlic and butter to it. So we'll start by the chicken. And again, I got my pan behind me. You gotta season the chicken. Season a little bit, both sides. And then we're gonna go ahead and dip it in the flour. So you wanna make sure it's nicely coated. More so the chicken than it is with the veal scaloppini. You really need a good amount of flour on it. Okay. And then I'm gonna go, my pan is already medium high heat. We're gonna add our blended oil. That's ready. Take the chicken, shake off the excess flour, and then in the pan. And again, make sure when you saute the chicken, it needs to be nice golden brown. That is, I think I can't stress the importance of it, of making sure that the chicken is nice golden brown. When we do this too, once the chicken is nicely sauteed, we're gonna take it out, put it on the side, then finish our sauce, then we'll put back the chicken in the sauce to coat it. Clearly on a busy night, you got a lot of these, it's a high sell item, and you have a lot of pans, but again, like I said, the importance of making sure that it's cooked properly and it's got a nice golden brown color is extremely important. You can see as you saute it, you can see the flour browning up. That's going to be almost like used as like a roux that'll help thicken the sauce a little bit. I'll show you. So once the chicken is golden brown, turn it over. Saute it for a little bit more on the other side. If it happens that you end up burning the oil, you got to dump all of the oil. I'm just going to dump a little bit of the oil from the chicken. That should be good at this point. The chicken is still not fully cooked, but remember, it's still got to go back in the sauce. So I got a good color on both sides. I'm going to go ahead, you see my amount of oil. I'm just going to dump off just a tad bit of the oil, but I still have the sediments in here. And at this point, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. We'll add our butter. We'll add the garlic. Take that, kind of work with your spoon, get the sediment off of it. You see you get a nice caramel color on there. Just brown the garlic and the butter slightly. And then once it starts foaming, we're gonna go ahead, add our capers. So the capers, you're gonna saute it until it starts popping. Again, I'm going to add a little bit more salt in there. Even though the base sauce has salt in it, we always salt as you go along the line. All right, capers is ready. And then I'm going to take my pan, remove it from the flame, deglaze a little white wine, swirl it, go back on. Just cook out the white wine probably for about like 15 seconds, 20 seconds max. You can see it already starts thickening because of the flour particles that was in there was caramelized. And now what I'm going to go ahead and add my piccata sauce. This is our base sauce. Once I got the base sauce in, bring that up to a nice simmer. Add my chicken right back into it. Add a little bit of my parsley. And I'm done. Turn the heat off, sits right there. I'm gonna go ahead and plate my pasta. Pasta, our veg. And again, as you know, the vegetables are seasonal, so the vegetables can always change depending on the season, but just make sure your vegetables is always nice al dente, nice color on it. See the importance of my chicken. It doesn't look anemic or anything. It is nice golden brown. Chicken on the plate. And you can either spoon the sauce out, or I know when you get busy, you probably use the whole pan and just dump it out. But that right there, that's what the chicken should look like. And then you can garnish again with shaved Parmesan cheese.